Of some of the most valuable legendary Pokemon are coming back to Pokemon Go through a raid day, and this is looking to be one of the best raid days we have ever had. I'm of course talking about Origin Form Dialga and Origin Form Palkia, which are going to be coming from an Ultra Unlock Origin raid day. We gotta talk about this event, and that's precisely what I'm going to be doing in this video. Let's get right into it. What's happening, everyone? Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon Go video. I hope your day is going really well, and let's get right into it. So, two of the most valuable legendary Pokemon are coming back to Pokemon Go, and they are Origin Form Dialga and Origin Form Palkia, and they're going to be coming back through a raid day. And these are two very valuable Pokemon specifically because of their adventure effects, but not just their adventure effects, they are both incredibly powerful when it comes to the Master League as well as with raid battles. Essentially, you will want to get both of these Pokemon, and if you do not have them already, this will be a great opportunity for you to pick them up. And if you're lucky enough, you will be able to pick up a 100% IV of either of these Pokemon with their adventure effect moves. That's one of the big issues with these two Pokemon, is that there's just a little bit extra RNG tied to them, because the adventure effect moves, Spatial Rend as well as Roar of Time, is what truly unlocks the full potential behind both of these Pokemon. If you were to get yourself an Origin Form Dialga that's 100% IVs with Roar of Time, for example, then that is going to be one of your best Pokemon in your collection. And the same goes for Origin Form Palkia with Spatial Rend. It's going to be all about getting yourself 100% IVs of these Pokemon with those moves. So yeah, I think this is going to be a very intense raid day. I do predict there's going to be a lot of excitement, but also a lot of disappointment. But fortunately, there is something called a golden bottle cap. Of course, we got one recently with Pokemon Go Fest, but hopefully they'll be able to release more in the future, because either of these Pokemon are definitely worth you using a golden bottle cap. Getting yourself 100% IVs of either of these Pokemon with their adventure effect move is definitely essential, and I do suggest you grind as much as you can in order to get them. So without further ado, let's go over the details for this raid day, because I really do think this is one of those events you absolutely do not want to miss out on. The Ultra Unlock Origin Raid Day, featuring both Origin Form Dialga and Origin Form Palkia, is going to be happening on August 10th from 11 a.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. local time. And of course, the featured Pokemon are going to be Origin Form Dialga and Origin Form Palkia. Now, something to keep in mind is that both of these Pokemon have their adventure effect moves, which you could potentially get. It's not going to be guaranteed, but it will be something that you could potentially get from every single raid encounter. Dialga has the adventure effect move Roar of Time, and Palkia has the adventure effect move Spatial Rend. If you're lucky enough, you will get yourself one of these Pokemon with that move. Now, during this event, these are going to be the event bonuses that we can enjoy. You're going to get 5 additional raid passes whenever you spend a gym photo disc, and you're going to have an increased chance, according to them, of getting a shiny Origin Form Dialga and shiny Origin Form Palkia. I do not know how much they're going to boost the shiny rate, but I do not believe they've ever boosted the shiny rate for either of these Pokemon, so definitely get on top of that. Now, we're also going to see the remote raid pass limit increase to 20, so if you cannot go out and raid but you have a whole bunch of Poke Coins that you could spend for remote raid passes, that is definitely something you should keep in mind. And you're going to be able to get 1.5 times the amount of experience from raid battles, and you're going to have an increased chance to get Rare Candy XL from in-person raid battles. And of course, there's going to be an event ticket in the Poke Shop as well as the web store that's going to give you 8 additional raid passes from spinning gym photo discs for a total of 14 free raid passes, and then you're going to get 1 Rare Candy XL awarded for catching Origin Form Dialga and Origin Form Palkia. Pretty much every time you do a raid, you're going to get a Rare Candy XL, which is actually a pretty good bonus. And you're also going to get 3 times the amount of experience from raid battles and double the amount of Stardust from raid battles. I believe, considering the Pokemon that are going to be featured for this raid day, this event ticket might be one of those you will need to buy so that you can get some extra value with those raid passes as well as farm up a lot of those Rare Candy XL. I do predict that a lot more people are going to be doing raids en masse, so this ticket will definitely hold its value with the Rare Candy XL alone. So here are a few key things that I really do think are important when it comes to this raid day. First and foremost, it's going to feature both Origin Form Palkia and Origin Form Dialga, and both of these Pokemon are extremely valuable with their Adventure Effect moves. Now, getting their Adventure Effect moves, it's going to be a bit of RNG, you're not guaranteed to get it, and these two moves cannot be learned with Elite Charge TMs, you just simply have to get it from a raid battle. So that means you're just going to have to raid for them. If you go out and do a whole bunch of raids and not end up with a single one with an Adventure Effect move, that is definitely possible, so do predict and do prepare yourself to do a whole bunch of raids. That's definitely something that you should definitely think about. And the other nice thing is that their shiny forms are also going to be available as well. So if you're lucky enough and you hit the jackpot of getting yourself a shiny with the Adventure Effect move, you're going to be set, and that is definitely going to be a Pokemon you will want to use a golden bottle cap on. But if you end up already having one of those and you end up getting a second one, you're pretty much going to get whatever trade you want from pretty much any other player, because anyone who is very much engaged with PvP or anyone who is very much engaged with raid battles, they're gonna want either of those Pokemon with the Adventure Effect move and it being a shiny. So yeah, definitely hold on to those. It's going to be something that you will want to keep for future lucky trades or different things like that. And a third thing is that it does seem like this raid day is going to be a bit extended, because it's not going to be just for 3 hours. It looks like it's going to be for pretty much half the day. The fact that it's starting at, I believe, 11 a.m., is that what I said? And it's going to go all the way till 5 p.m. That means you're pretty much going to have an entire day of just doing a whole bunch of these raids. So I really do think that is something that you should plan around. Maybe you could treat this as kind of like a Pokemon Go Fest, if anything. You need to go to a city where there's just a ton of raid battles. You need to make sure you have a whole bunch of raid passes stocked up, and then just be ready to grind it out for several hours. That's probably going to give you the best results, and I totally understand that that's not going to be for everyone. So yeah, I really do think this is going to be a very intense event, and for myself, I really hope I can figure it out in my schedule to be able to do as many of these raids as I can. So yeah, hopefully that will be the case, and if it happens to be the case, then I'll be sure to shoot a vlog video and hopefully I'll hit it lucky on camera. But in any case, yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts regarding this Origin Raid Day down below. Are you excited about it, or do you feel like there's a lot more that Niantic could have done? Definitely share those thoughts in the comments, and also share your thoughts regarding both of these Pokemon. I would really like to know. And yeah, maybe we can have a really great discussion down there. Just make sure you keep it civil. And thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if it's your first time here, and don't forget that notification bell so that you can stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. And real quick, let me give a shout out to all of my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support the Jinsula channel, if you want to support everything that I do, the absolute best way you can do that is going to be by joining my Patreon. If you decide to become a paid Patreon member, I'm actually going to add you into my Pokemon Go friends list. So that means for stuff like remote raids, the friendship system, opening and sending gifts, different things like that. If you want a friend to play with, then make sure you go and check out my Patreon. I'll put a link to it in the description below. And if you want to support my channel in a different way, you could do so by following me on social media. My handle is Jinsula. I'm on the platforms you see on the bottom of your screen. Make sure you go over there and give me a follow. You'll have access to some exclusive content, and you'll be able to keep up with my daily life outside of this YouTube channel. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. Let me just say real quick, you're awesome. You're definitely loved. I really hope you have a fantastic day. You're definitely someone who is special. And if you feel like that's not true, just look in the mirror and just appreciate yourself. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself today, and I'll catch you all later.